Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we have a sponsored video by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, thank you so much for sponsoring this video and partnering with us to spread awareness to mental health. Honestly, it's such a cool concept that you can do online counseling. We're going to get more into that. This is part of our Let's Talk series. So today we're just going to get more into what BetterHelp is, and we're going to talk a little bit about depression and anxiety. I think this is a very serious topic. It is a very serious topic. A lot of people deal with depression and anxiety and a lot of disorders every single day. A lot of people experience panic attacks and things like that. And it's something that is so hard to deal with on your own, to even talk about. Yeah, and I know that unfortunately in certain religious communities or cultures, that stuff isn't really taken seriously. Yeah, and it's such a shame because depression doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anybody. Anxiety doesn't discriminate. This stuff can happen to anybody. So I think it's just really important to talk about. So depression and anxiety and just mental health in general is something that definitely needs to be taken a lot more serious. And thankfully there are lots of resources that people can go to, like therapy, counseling, and so that you have somebody to talk to about this, somebody with experience about mental health that can help you in these situations, how to deal with them, cope with them. And I think it's just a wonderful resource that is available. It's nearly impossible to deal with on your own, I think so, because you can't be having an anxiety attack or be depressed and also telling yourself that it's okay, it's difficult to be going through that and then to be your own coach. And I think a lot of people maybe do deal with depression or anxiety but don't really know it, and for me, I know that it's very easy to have anxiety, being that we live in such a crazy world these days where things are happening, and it's very easy to feel helpless in a way. I know for me, I've never really been one to say that I have mental health issues or I have depression or anxiety, but when I really think about it, there are things that kind of give me a little bit of anxiety. If you don't know, both Ashley and I don't drive, and I could get a license, I have a permit, but I choose not to drive because for me, whenever I get in a car, I low-key freak out. I'll be fine if I'm going to the store or something in a car, but if I'm taking a road trip, no. I cannot sleep in a car because I always want to be aware of what's around me. I'm just afraid of car accidents, basically. And I know how serious they can be. It makes me so nervous to be in a car for a very long time. So that is something that I deal with. There are a lot of different kinds of depression and disorders. Some people are afraid to leave their house. Some people are afraid to go outside. Some people are afraid to interact with people. It's just different things like that. And a lot of the time when you may be experiencing that, you may just think that there's something wrong with you, that you're crazy, you're weird. And sometimes people don't realize that maybe I have a disorder. Maybe I have some type of anxiety problem that I need to handle. And those type of things are real. So it's important to be aware and to maybe evaluate yourself a little bit and pay attention to how you're thinking and your thought process and what's going on in your mind, and actually think, is there something wrong with me? Is there something I could get help with? Years ago, I never really understood depression and anxiety. I thought that maybe it was just something that people make up and they just automatically say, I have depression, I have anxiety for no reason. But now that I'm becoming older, I personally do think I experience a lot of depression and anxiety, and that comes from just panic attacks. That just comes from not really knowing how to control myself, and that's real. And it's something I definitely have to control and to think, okay, you need to relax. This is not how you deal with this situation. You need to learn how to just cope with this better. And that's something I am dealing with currently. Depression and anxiety and disorders happen throughout all ages. It could be with a child having to do with maybe a bad childhood memory that has now scarred them. It could be with older adults, the elderly, traumatic experiences like car accidents or, abuse, things like that. It could happen to any and everybody.
it's real. It's something that definitely needs to be talked about more.
I think everybody does deal with some sort of mental illness, whether it's extreme or very minor, like OCD, where it's just, you know, for some people it's not minor, but it's definitely something that like can be helped. But some people, you know, depression, sometimes it's a little bit more serious.
Schizophrenia.
If people are a little self-harm to themselves.
That's a little bit on what depression and mental health, anxiety, and all that stuff is about. And it's important to realize that, hey, maybe I have that, you know, and it's okay to say, maybe I need a little bit of help with something like that. So first things first, there are medications you can take for this. I personally would not go to that first. You know, I would definitely look for other options.
More natural, holistic ways to treat yourself. Sometimes it could just be as simple as changing your diet. Shifting your diet, maybe shifting the environment that you're in. Staying away from certain people who may make you feel more depressed or give you more anxiety. The reason why we are talking about this today is because this brand called BetterHelp reached out to us, and they gave us this great opportunity to do a sponsorship with them and to talk about BetterHelp, their brand, and anxiety and depression and basically mental illnesses.
I am so glad that they reached out to us. I feel like this is perfect timing. This is right up my alley. This is something I really did want to talk about on our channel anyways. So thank you again so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video and for reaching out to us.
BetterHelp is basically just an online therapy service. It's honestly a great idea, and I've never heard of this because a lot of times when people have anxiety leaving their house, well, now you can get therapy from your bed, like, because you're basically just doing everything on your phone. It's like a
or your computer,
or your computer.
This is how BetterHelp works. You sign up for a monthly sort of service of therapy, and you are assigned a therapist. Now, there are different types of therapists. You could find one that specializes in a certain type of depression or anxiety or disorder that you may have, so that they would better suit you and can better help you in this situation.
All these therapists are super legit. They all, you know, are certified therapists, so you can expect, you know, actual help from people that know what they're talking about and people that have helped other people and can help you.
These therapists are there to help you. This is their job. This is what they're supposed to do. They have your best interest in heart. And if you come across a therapist that you may not like, that you want to try a different one, that's always an option too. You can switch your therapist out. And once you're assigned a therapist and you're happy with that therapist, that is your therapist for good. You know, they are there to help you through beginning to end. They're there to coach you. You can text them. You can chat with them. Every therapist is different. You got to work with their time schedule and things like that, but they're there for you 100%.
I wanted to mention that when you go physically to go get therapy, like you actually go to a facility where there's therapists and stuff, it's very expensive. You only get maybe like an hour session. So say, for instance, you pay $200 for 1 hour versus when you could go on BetterHelp and pay, say, $150 a month and get unlimited help therapy for like 24 hours. So 24/7 basically, depending on their schedule. When you really like weigh it out, BetterHelp is a great deal, and you don't have to leave your house. You can text your therapist when you're in the car. You could, well, be safe, but you can text your therapist, you know, at school, say you're having a panic attack, or at home, or at work, or say you're on the train, or whatever, you know. It's just, you can get help at any time, which is great no matter where you are.
So I also wanted to mention that BetterHelp does not have a financial payment plan. If you have financial issues and you may not be able to pay for the next month or the next few months, there isn't a specific plan for that, but you can always cancel and put your counseling sessions on pause until you are able to pay for it. So it's very flexible. They make it easy for everybody to, you know, sort of work with. It's on your own time, that sort of thing.
So some people might ask, can you use BetterHelp anywhere in the world? So basically, if you live in a different country, could you use BetterHelp? It's both yes and no. So BetterHelp could be used all around the world, but they only cater to English-speaking people because their therapists only speak English. So I assume that it is something that they're working on so they could better help assist their you know, audience. So you can use BetterHelp anywhere you are in the world as long as you speak English as of right now. But, you know, I assume that they're working on it just so they can make their service more efficient, helpful.
Yes. Okay, so I wanted to discuss pricing for BetterHelp. It costs between $35 to $65 a week, and it's billed monthly. The price varies by location, which includes unlimited messaging, which compares to $75 to $125 per session is the typical cost of a counselor. So you're saving a lot of money by doing it this way, and it's a lot more flexible to your own schedule because not everybody has the time to physically go to a therapist, counselor, whenever. So you can do this from the comfort of your own home, and it's just a lot simpler and cheaper.
Say you go to counseling in person, right? Say you're going on vacation and obviously you can't go anymore because you're on vacation for say a week or two. With BetterHelp, you can do it right through your vacation. You can do it right through anything. When your schedule changes, BetterHelp is still there to help you.
Counseling literally goes with you wherever you go, whenever. They're always there.
It's the better option. I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that if you already do counseling. I mean, you don't have to leave your home, and it's cheaper. Like, and it's 24/7. Like, why would you not?
Even if you weren't aware of BetterHelp, yes, it's a great option. I would definitely make the switch if I am in regular counseling that is expensive and you have to go to counseling. Make the switch to this. It's a lot cheaper. You pay monthly. It's super simple. It's very convenient for you and for the therapist. You guys work together. They're there for you all the time. It's great.
So like we did mention before, this video is sponsored, so there will be a link in the description. When you click on the link, it'll get you to their BetterHelp page and you can get started immediately.
Yes.
There is a free trial, so you can try that out for some time, see how you like it, and then you can continue on with payments if you really do like it. So, I mean, I think it's a great option. I've heard from people that have used BetterHelp, and it's all good things.
I would definitely suggest that you do go to BetterHelp under us through the link in our description to get started on your free trial and to work on your mental health. It's something that I think everybody should try, even if it was for a month or two. It can definitely help you in any situation that you may be experiencing, whether if it's grief, losing somebody, if it's just, depression from losing a job or a family member, a friend, whatever, There's all different types of situations that we all face, and we should not have to go through them alone when there's so much help out there that can help you. So I definitely suggest that you guys try this out. I think it's great. It's cheap. It's a super simple option, and BetterHelp is here to help you. So please take advantage of this great opportunity. The link again is down below in our description for you to sign up right now. You can get started.
There is a free trial, like I said before, so you can test it out, just test the waters, see if this is really for you. I think a lot of times people go into therapy thinking that, maybe my situation is minor, but as they get more into it, they're like, oh, I didn't realize that I had OCD. I didn't realize that I was dealing with depression. So I think that it is beneficial even if you think what you have is super minor, because the reality is we all do need a little help.
And it's always great to have somebody to talk to and talk you through an issue that you may be dealing with. Again, the link is down below in the description. We want to thank you guys, and thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video and giving us this opportunity to share with our subscribers and our lovely viewers about BetterHelp to help you guys.
If any of you deal with depression or anxiety, leave a comment below. I would like to hear what you deal with if you're willing to share.
Yes.
Maybe you can help somebody else, and we can somewhat have like a little chat in the comments if you want to. Once again, thank you BetterHelp for giving us this opportunity to talk about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Talk episode, if you will.
And we also love when you guys suggest what you want us to talk about as well. We also did a Let's Talk on confidence, and we have many more. It's a really serious playlist that we have on our channel. We pretty much just like to be real and to talk to you guys about issues that people may be dealing with and questions that you may have. So thank you guys so much again for supporting this channel. Thank you to BetterHelp. And also please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can follow us on our social media, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!